Welcome back to Davison Orchards. I'm Tom Davison, and I just want to give you a little bit of an update on how things have gone through the winter for the tree fruits. Of course, we've had 2 or 3 pretty tough winters, particularly for peaches. This past season, we still had a few cold weeks in February, but it wasn't nearly as harsh as the previous couple of years. So this February at our farms, we were in the temperature range of -12 to -15. And so we've been optimistic that there hasn't been any bud damage. And as you know, apples are quite hardy, pears are quite hardy, peaches, nectarines, those crops, apricots, not as hardy. And so the last 2 years we've had quite a bit of damage, but I just want to show you this year the fruit buds as they begin to swell. We can begin to see that they look to be quite healthy. And so we're quite excited, of course, because we've actually had a fairly severe crop loss in 3 years in a row on our peaches. So we don't want to get ahead of ourselves. We're not there yet, but things look good at this stage. The buds are just right here on the shoots that grew last year, and I'm going to show you some shoots in a moment that we cut out of the orchard about 10 days ago and put in water and just left them inside the building where it was warmer, and I can show you what they look like when they begin to swell a little more. But anyway, we're going to be able to see that these flowers look great for this coming year. So today is March 11th, and on March 1st we went through the peach orchards and we took shoots from different varieties, and you can see them in the buckets here just with the abbreviations for different varieties, because even within peach varieties there's differences in winter hardiness. So we cut some shoots and then placed them in the buckets in water. You can do this if you've got trees in your yard. You can do this at home. It's simple as can be. But if you get them where they're warm, they'll begin to pick up a little bit of that water and moisture, and the buds begin to swell if they're healthy. So last year we did this and the buds just dried up and fell off. But now you can see, if you look closely, you can actually see how fat the buds are. So there's a flower bud on each side and a green shoot in the middle that's going to be a leaf bud. But you can even see the pink on the ends of the buds as they begin to swell. So it looks like a super nice bunch of blossoms that are coming they're very healthy and should provide us a great peach crop. So of course the weather is still critical. Even though those buds look great right now, we need to get them to the blossom period without any frost issues. So currently it's March 11th, as I mentioned, and the weather is quite cool and overcast. That's actually ideal, because the worst case scenario is we get super warm too early and the buds flower when there's still a risk of frost. So we like to have this weather kind of dull like this and cool, so that we don't come into bloom too early. And by the time they bloom, we hope in late April would be ideal. Typically by then we're frost free, and then we're off to the races with a great peach crop. You can get your taste buds ready for some beautiful peaches grown right here at the farm. We're super busy getting ready for our opening on May 1st, and we're looking forward to seeing you then.